A helicopter crew out of Air Station Clearwater are at the tail end of a rescue swimmer training evolution, with 2 rescue swimmers on board. They receive a call to assist a man suffering from a serious gunshot wound 35 miles west of Sarasota.
We were already fairly low on fuel. We had to do quite a few calculations to make sure that we'd be able to do and complete the hoist and return to the hospital. I wanted to make sure that I had my crew briefed well, that we knew exactly what steps to do, knowing that I was only going to have about 20 minutes of fuel on scene, which put a lot more pressure on us to get everything done right the first time.
Upon arrival, the rescue swimmer free falls into the water. When he gets on board, he witnesses a shocking scene. A man with a gunshot wound to his face.
See this puddle of blood, and first thought in my mind was like, Lord help me. That's the first thing I said. Immediately I ran and called the helicopter and told them what's going on, that the guy lost a lot of blood and we really need to get him out of there, that if it was all possible, we need to take him out of this helicopter. He can't wait. He goes, I'll give you 10 minutes. That's all you got is 10 minutes. And I said, okay, 10 minutes is all I need.
The helo is very low on fuel, and the crew is running out of time. But the victim's condition is critical. His face is completely unidentifiable, making an assessment of his injuries nearly impossible for the rescue swimmer. The swimmer opts to put a C-collar on the victim to prevent any damage to his spine, and then hoist him to the helo on a litter, the only way to keep him stable during the hoist.
The litter comes up, it spins around a lot, and trying to get him in is basically the hardest hoist to do. And I was on a gunner's belt hanging out the door to reach down and grab the litter to keep it from spinning, helping the flight mech until we could get it up and pull it in. At that time I tried looking at him. I was taking some gauze, soaking the blood up to see if I could find out where his injuries were. The flight mech hoisted the rescue swimmer back up.
Once on board the helo, the rescue swimmer, an emergency medical technician, continues treating the victim.
I want to stop the bleeding, so I put a battle dressing on his face, and I know this guy's having difficulty breathing, but when you can't find the guy's mouth, you can't find an air hole, then where can you put oxygen at?
He had my hand, trying to grab me with one hand, and I was looking right at him, just trying to talk to him to keep him calm because he was starting to go in shock. And I kept just saying, hang on, buddy, we'll be there soon, we'll be there.
As the patient was getting transported, he was asking what he was going to see or what he was going to hear when he died, and our crew was very good at telling him that he wasn't going to die and he was going to make it to the hospital and not to think about those things. And, he was definitely concerned about what he might experience when he died.
When they reach the hospital, the victim is immediately rushed into emergency surgery.
He actually was able to walk around later the next day, I believe, and he had some, I think he might have lost his eye or some facial injuries, but he's alive.